All rise. Support court with Judge Van der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1056, Hannigan case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Ms. Hannigan, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my ex-husband, since last year, doesn't come and get our children, doesn't take care of them, and he is just in and out of their lives, and I'm tired of it.
Okay. How many children do you all have?
We have 2 children.
All right. You said ex-husband. So how long have you all been divorced?
We've been divorced for a year because he decided to step outside of our marriage and have another child.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I.
All right. So he has an outside child. How old is that child?
All right, here we go. This case is about to get interesting. The video begins with Judge Van der Bee starting the court session, and Miss Hannigan explains her situation. She's been divorced for a year, and her ex-husband hasn't been involved with their 2 kids at all. Plus, he cheated during their marriage and had a child with someone else. Miss Hannigan is clearly upset and wants to make sure her kids get the financial support they need. The judge asks about her ex's income, $120,000 a year from his mechanic shop, and if he's paid anything since the divorce. Spoiler, he hasn't.
He ought to be about 1.
Okay. Do you know where he works?
Yes, he owns his own mechanic shop.
All right. Do you know how much he makes?
I do. He makes about $120 a year.
Okay. Does he do anything financially to support the children?
Not really. He did while we were married, but since we've been divorced, no.
Okay. And you say he doesn't pick them up or anything like that?
Every once in a blue moon.
All right. All right. Do you pay health insurance or does he pay health insurance?
I pay for everything.
Okay. How much is the health insurance?
About $326 a month.
And that's for the children only, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. So let's take a look here. I see that he did not show up for court today. All right. I noticed he was served to be here today, looking at the documents that are before me.
Things really heat up. The judge notices that the ex-husband didn't show up to court, even though he was properly notified. Big mistake, because the judge isn't letting him off easy. She moves ahead with the case using Miss Hannigan's testimony and starts doing the math. With an income of $120,000 a year, the ex-husband's monthly take-home pay is $7,074.25. The judge considers his 3 kids, 2 with Miss Hannigan and 1 with someone else, and figures out his child support. $1,764 for the 2 kids, plus half of the health insurance costs, $163. That totals $1,860.
You haven't talked to him at all?
I have not.
Okay. Did he say he wasn't coming to court today?
I have not talked to him,
Okay.
literally, in a couple of months.
Okay. Well, good thing about it is that I can continue to move forward and place him on child support today because he was served to be here and he's technically on notice. So we're going to go ahead and move forward based on the testimony that you gave. Okay. So at $120,000 a year, that's what you said he makes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I have his gross at $10,000 a month. That would bring his net to...
The judge wraps up by confirming the child support amount and asks Miss Hannigan if she needs anything else. She's grateful, and the judge dismisses the case. But here's the twist. The ex-husband's absence speaks volumes. He had the chance to defend himself or negotiate, but chose not to show up. Now he's stuck paying almost $1,900 a month.
$7,584.25. And you say you all have 2 children and he has 1 outside child. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So giving him credit for that other child, that brings his child support to about $1,706. You said health insurance is $326 for the children?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to reimburse half of that to you, so that $163 plus $1,706 brings his monthly child support amount to $1,869 per month. Is there anything further you needed?
No, thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, if there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
The case, Judge Vonda Bailey explains the main point. Always show up to court when you're asked. Even if it doesn't change the result, it gives you a chance to speak. In this case, the ex-husband didn't show up, so the judge only heard from Miss Hennigan, which didn't help his side. Judge Bailey also emphasizes the importance of parents taking care of their children financially. She reminds us that the court's main concern is the kids' well-being, and parents have both a legal and moral duty to support them. It's an important lesson for anyone dealing with child support.
Guys, it's me, Judge Vonda B. I wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Hennigan case. Well, mom was bringing dad to court. She wanted him to pay child support for the children. Well, what did you notice that was interesting about this case? Dad did not show up for court. Remember, guys, always show up to court when you are served. It may not necessarily change the outcome of the case, but it definitely gives you an opportunity to be heard. Mom testified to the amount of income to her knowledge that dad made from his mechanic shop. His child support was...
This case shows what happens when one parent avoids their responsibilities. The ex-husband's decision to skip court not only took away his chance to explain himself, but also left him with a large child support bill. Meanwhile, Miss Hennigan stood up for her kids' rights. The judge's decision was fair, but it also reminds us that the court's main job is to protect children. Whether you're the parent asking for support or the one who needs to provide it, this case is a wake-up call to take these issues seriously.
Miss Hennigan, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my ex-husband, since last year, doesn't come and get our children, doesn't take care of them, and he is just in and out of their lives, and I'm tired of it.
Okay. How many children do you all have?
We have 2 children.
All right. You said ex-husband. So how long have you all been divorced?
We've been divorced for a year because he decided to step outside of our marriage and have another child.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I.
All right. So he has an outside child. How old is that